Hi Libra, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for July 19th through July 26th. This is for all Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I want to thank you all so much for supporting the channel by watching readings and liking videos and certainly subscribing. Thanks for doing that. It's co-creation at its best. And if you're new here, I'd love to invite you to join this beautiful community by subscribing. You can tap the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, but it's basically every week. So if you don't like the notifications, just check back, all right? So let's get the guidance here for Libra, please. What does Libra need to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to leave this one out, okay? It's 9 of Cups, but since it popped out at us, must be important. Wish fulfillment. We like that, don't we? All right, let's get going here. All right, so it's somebody's reading. It's not always everybody's, okay? So if it doesn't resonate with you, check with a different part of your chart. All right, guys. I'm not going to go day by day anymore. I'm still going to use 8 cards, but I found some people are getting too hung up on that timeline, and I don't know, it feels like it's not in line with the mysticism of this. This is interesting because another sign had the Emperor in this exact spot. So you start with the 3 of Pentacles, then you've got the Emperor, that's Aries energy, and you've got Death, okay? Scorpio, you've got Death here. And then you have the 10 of Cups, very nice. Then you have the Empress, the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Very nice reading, especially because your clarifier is wish fulfillment, all right? So some of you, you've got a brand new beginning with something coming in, but you definitely have too, there's a real theme of being able to work well with other people, being compatible, being reciprocal. There's generosity here. You've got, like I said, Aries and Scorpio here. You also have Libra represented with the scales here, but you've got all the elements, all right? So you've got every element represented. So you start off here with the 3 of Pentacles, and this really is about building a foundation. It's about collaboration and working together. So some of you, if you're in a relationship or you're entering something, you're going to be very compatible. With work also, this is like being in flow at work, and it's there's an agreement here. That's the word I get, agreement. Like if there's something that you're trying to get done, like a contract. I don't know if somebody's in real estate, maybe. It feels like that, because I got home too before this, something about the home. So I don't know if somebody's buying a house, or again, feels like somebody's a realtor here. But either way, it's showing up and it's going to be wish fulfillment. You've got it several times. So if you've been worried about something going forward, it is. And I don't know if there's like some offer that falls through and you get something new. I don't know. Either way, but whatever comes in behind it is much better. So you have next the Emperor again, and this also I feel is related to that 3 of Cups, because this is about structure, it's about authority, and it's like following the rules of society too. So some of you may be very, with all the things that are going on in the world, really wanting some structure just to feel more balanced, wanting structure to feel more at ease, I guess, and being kind of hung up by that. But it's coming in, that energy comes in and to move you forward, all right? So, there's a change coming on here too, by the way. You've got a change, and it feels like it's really about leaving behind conflict and leaving behind some anxiety for whoever that's for. So with the Death card, this is transformative. It's a transformative time. And what I love about this reading is right after the Death card, you've got the 10 of Cups, which is awesome, because in the deck itself, right after the Death card is Temperance. So the deck always shows recovery after some trial. And it really is a time to let go. This is very rarely about physical death, and I don't see anything here, especially with the Five of Swords. It feels more like it's about moving away from some kind of conflict, letting go of something old to make room for something new, but it's a brand new beginning. There's a rebirth going on here, and it's transformative. There's change. A new beginning or a new self is coming out. So for those of you that are somebody saying, I just wanted to reinvent myself, and that's what's coming through, like really coming into your own, feeling confident, feeling secure. And so right after this, you do have the Nine of Cups still here, right? This is like wish fulfillment in its happiness, but it's a 9, so it's almost there. And then you have the 10. So it really, with these two together, it's a conclusion of a cycle and a brand new beginning of something beautiful. So for somebody here, I am getting like there's some kind of relationship where maybe it's a blended family, where each of you have kids of your own, and that feels like it just comes together like, you know, clasping your fingers together, right? How they just fit so effortlessly. Like there's just not going to be a lot of conflict with it, and it's actually going to make things really fun. Now, for some of you, the 10 of Cups is very subjective. That was only probably a small percentage of you. The 10 of Cups is you know, really whatever your wish fulfillment is, all right? But it's definitely not without some pain. There was a price of paid the price of contrast to get here, Libra. But you're definitely moving forward. You also, with the Empress here, right after that, I mentioned a kid. She's the mother of the tarot, okay? So whether you're going to be a step parent or somebody is going to get pregnant here, that's very possible when she shows up. But she's all about new growth and love, and she's ruled by Venus. She's definitely here to bring prosperity in and to bring in security, okay? So for those of you that you've got 2 3s by each other too, by the way. So you've got the 3 of Pentacles, and she's also a 3. I do feel like there's some kind of union here, some kind of partnership, collaboration thing going on. And it's really beautiful. It really is. It makes sense. Like I said, I got that picture of like one of these going on. So it really is a reading that brings in a lot of beautiful energy and, you know, wanting to be a partner, wanting to be in something. It's not a thing where there's one person that doesn't know what they want. It's mutual here, okay? You do have this 5 of Swords that shows up, and this is in this reading with the rest of the cards around it. It definitely looks like leaving behind conflict. It's not about starting because sometimes this can be about taking on something, and it can be either telling you not to do it because you won't be victorious, or telling you to do it because you will be. But in this case, it feels very much like leaving behind conflict, drama, and just not having any room for it. And again, there's a mutuality in this. So if it's a new relationship, this other person will be much the same minded with that. This person too, whoever this is showing up here, this person feels very like almost kind of comedic to me, almost like Will Ferrell or something, where they're always laughing, joking. And sometimes it's a little hard to take them seriously, but they do not like conflict. Okay, they will go to any length to avoid it. So be aware of that, because sometimes, you know, for some people, that's not always, they kind of like to see a little bit of a, you know, fight in somebody, but they don't have that. It's just not part of who they are. But, you know, like I said before, with the 6 of Pentacles, you're looking for balance and you will get it. And I do like that you have the Libra scales here. There may be a little bit, though, of, I mean, it's reciprocity, right? It's giving and taking. For some of you, too, this can be about volunteerism. And that may be a way that you will end up meeting somebody if you're single and you haven't met anybody yet. It certainly could be through some kind of avenue like that. But either way, it restores balance. I feel like with the Emperor and wanting that feeling of structure and authority, it does get restored here. And then you have the 4 of Wands, okay? I also like to see that showing up with a wish fulfillment card. This is really about leaving a closed situation and coming into being liberated, really. Let's say that a little stronger, being liberated into something that's very open. All right, so if you've had some kind of an issue with work, you'll be liberated from that and be into a situation that's much more open and just feels like it's enlivened, like it just feels almost like I get like the image of a black and white movie that pops into color. Okay, so if something was kind of blah in the past, it turns full color. You know, and spiritually too, this is moving forward in the 3D world, right? And we're humans. So even though we're spirits having a human experience, we still have that ego part of us that wants to have the manifestations. We want those physical manifestations because that's what's fun to us. You know, trying to say, I don't care about those. Well, you know, then go live in a yurt out in the desert. And you know what I mean? It's like most of us do have some relationship with manifestations, or we wouldn't be doing things like tarot. But either way, you're on the right path here. All right. So in a career, it's like, it's telling you you're on the right path, but this is a marriage card too. So be aware of that. You know, it's a very celebratory energy. So let's do this Radley Valentine Angel Answers. I've already shuffled them. I really don't like to shuffle these a lot because on camera, because they're not very many cards, and it's like, you can tell they just don't, and they're new. This is a new box of them, so they don't shuffle the easiest, as you can see. And these are redesigned. He did a different deck, and he came out with this, an updated version of it in the fall of 2019. So the first card that you have is Meditation Brings Answers, all right? So they're telling you, quiet your mind and the inspired ideas come, you know, and then you have, when you meditate and you can do that, you have the freedom to move forward. Improving health. Now this card has to do with, primarily with somebody else's health. So if you're concerned about somebody else's health, it's telling you that that's improving. And it can be emotional health. It doesn't have to be physical, all right? So if there's somebody that you've been dealing with and you've had some concerns, those are being resolved. I didn't mention this, but with these, this deck is like the magic 8-ball of the tarot. So the next part of this is getting a timeline, but there's also a yes or no. So if you have a specific question, now would be a good time to formulate that, and we'll see what they have to say. It's up to you. This is always a great card to see because it's telling you the outcome is totally up to you. It really is in your hands. Meditation is the key to it, though. Meditation brings the answers, and manifesting what you want, bringing it forward towards you. And then your timeline, within the next few weeks. So you'll definitely have some kind of clarity, something that will give you more understanding of the situation. So if it's some kind of real estate thing for whoever that was for, that could definitely come to fruition, but also in relationships. And then now this is interesting. Your yes or no says choose a new direction. And when I get this card, I always think of a book called U Squared. It's by, last name's Pritchett, and he's a PhD, I think, psychologist. The whole book is basically about quantum physics, taking a quantum leap, and the reason why most people can't do it is they try with the same angle. They use the same approach repeatedly and then can't understand when they don't get a new outcome. You know, Einstein said that you can't solve a problem with the same brain that created it, right? So it really is telling you that this is up to you, and you'll get some resolution or some answers in the next few weeks, but it's going to be important to choose a new direction, choose a new way of looking at it, and maybe even a new approach, okay, in terms of acting on it too. So great reading for you, Libra, and I can, definitely feel that good things shall come to pass for you. I love you so much, and I'll be back again soon.